Hey, it's Dan. Welcome back. This is IAllegedly. I've got a good one for you today because one thing that I get a kick out of is when I do a video and it kind of takes off, get a lot of response. And the biggest response lately has been about real estate. And I am in the beautiful city of Orange, California right now. And we've got a house that's in foreclosure right now. And basically it's a third off. And the realtors out there are telling me that there's no such thing. So I'm gonna point out something to you. This house is $1 million right now in foreclosure. Now, the thing about this is that the neighborhood is basically $1.5 million neighborhood. Whether you think it's worth that or not, that's completely up to you. But they're out there. These deals are out there. Before I get into the rest of the video, please take a second. Please hit the like button. Please hit the subscribe button. Share it with all your friends and colleagues. Don't forget the email list. The link is below in the video description. If you want more access to me, there's a Patreon channel that you can sign up for and get more access to me. Now, one thing that's, interesting about real estate right now is that there are people out there that are praying that it does not fall. Just that simple. They hope that we have not seen the peak. They want to continue to sell properties. That's great because they're in that industry. Our world is filled basically with four types of people. And economically, let's put it that way. You've got the super wealthy, the top 1%. They can basically do whatever they want. They can buy whatever they want. If they want a new car, oh, honey, go get the car. If they want to go on a vacation, they can go do that. They can live where they want. They can spend the money that they want, eat where they want, and do what they want. Really don't have to care about that. It's kind of a nice neighborhood. Then you've got the people that are, middle class and above, who've saved money. I get people that write me, Dan, I've got $3 million in savings. I don't think I have enough for retirement. Those people. They're well off. Nice 401k. Nice jobs, maybe own a house or two, those type of people, okay? Then you've got the third group that is basically, you look at them and you think that they're middle class, but they're not middle class. These people are broke. These people make maybe $200,000-$300,000 a year and spend like they make $1 million, which makes them broke. And when I was a kid, my dentist, and I don't even know why I got in this conversation with them, my dentist told me, he said, if you make $1 million and you owe $1.1 million, you're not a millionaire. And it's always one of these things that stuck with my head. And I don't know why my dentist told me that when I was a kid, but we just got on the topic of working and making money and things like that. So the point is that there's people, especially in this world, that want to look wealthy, but are nowhere near wealthy. And living here in Southern California, we have a ton of those people. They're just, they have to drive a certain car. They don't mind having a $2,500 a month car payment. As insane as that sounds. They don't mind having a Tesla that will allow them 10,000 miles a year. Which this video, I would outdo with what I'm going to cover today, I would outdo my mileage with this video for the entire week. So there's that. Now, the final group is the people that are completely broke, completely upside down. Maybe they're poor, maybe they don't have a good job, but they just don't have much, okay? So the problem with it is that I put a lot of the people that want to look wealthy into that same category. What's the difference? What's the difference if you're, working for a wage and you can't get ahead, or if you have everything and you can't get ahead? Now people, it's terrible. It's a terrible way of putting it. No, it's not, guys. It really isn't. You've got people out here that just want to look a certain way and have no business buying things, no business financing things, but man, do they have to look good for the neighborhood. And you know what? Who cares? No one cares. Thing I get a kick out of with real estate, especially like Newport Beach real estate, there are so many realtors that do not make money. Yeah, there's high-end realtors that, and I talked about a lot of them last week, and a lot of these Beverly Hills realtors that are moving to Newport Beach and have offices. If you go from MacArthur Boulevard to the end of Corona Del Mar, there are a tremendous amount of realtors that have just moved in. You've got the Oppenheim Group, selling Sunset. Now they're doing selling OC. I mean, they're players in this space. You got Josh Altman, McMonagle's down there, all those people. But the agency has a spot down there now. Anyways, I could go on forever. But there's a tremendous amount of realtors that don't make a lot of money. They've got to wear $800 a pair, sunglasses to make themselves look cool, and no one cares. You got to look good to get these clients is insane. So, again, here's a foreclosure. It's a third off of what the neighborhood's going for. Whether you think it's worth it or not, this is what's coming. Why real estate's going to crash? Let me explain the simple mathematics to you again. And that is, the last time in 2008, anybody could buy a house. If you could fog up a mirror, you qualified. You could say whatever you wanted to, and then you could get the house. It's just that simple. Well, now they made people qualify for these homes. They had to have substantial down payments. They had to qualify. But the problem is that the banks, once they qualified, would let people use these homes as ATMs. And there are people that would borrow. The problem with it is that's done. With the interest rates going up, a lot of these people cannot afford the house that they are living in. A lot of people made more money from the appreciation on their homes than what they made on their jobs right now. And that is coming to an end. You cannot use the house as an ATM anymore. You just can't. So that being said, it's over with. You're going to see home builders that will not be able to complete homes. Oh, Dan, how do you know that? Well, because of the supply chain issues. If you look at the hot climate states, let's just use Southern California, for example, Arizona, New Mexico, states like that, they're going to have such a problem this summer with getting components for air conditioning. Well, I don't know about you. If I lived there, the air conditioning would be on 24/7. If you live in a community where the average temperature in the summer is over 100 degrees, how do you live in those conditions? You cannot. So, that being said, just that simple, okay? It's going to go down. It's going to crash. People cannot borrow against these homes anymore. And the loan officers are all writing me, telling me the same thing. Wow, you're spot on. You know exactly what you're talking about. No, it's just simple math, guys. The banks cannot lend people money. You're going to see people that bought new homes that when the loans are not completed yet, when they have to requalify at the end, they're not going to qualify. What about the people that got behind in their house payments during this time? You think the bank's just going to add it to the end? That's the greatest lie that's been told to people about mortgages, is that they're just going to take your money, your payments that you didn't make, and put it towards the end of the loan. That's not going to happen. You need to requalify for those loans. Okay, BlackRock's going to buy everything, and all the other investment banks are going to buy everything. Okay, you can believe that all you want. People are lazy. People don't want to look. If you want to find foreclosures, go introduce yourself to every bank. If you're prepared, if you're one of the people that write me and say, I'm sitting on the sideline, go to mortgage lenders and say, hey, I'm looking for this. Now, you're not lazy, and you're not going to sit there and just say, just call me if you get a good deal. That doesn't happen. Things don't work that way. You've got to be on top of this stuff. Now, this neighborhood, it's very nice. But would I spend $1.5 million to live here? Absolutely not. No way. No way. So, share your thoughts on all this stuff, guys, because trouble is coming. Trouble is coming to high-end real estate. Trouble is coming to middle-of-the-ground real estate. And people that have overextended themselves and are in whatever problem they're in are going to experience, foreclosures. They're going to happen. They're going to lose homes. So share your thoughts, guys. Let me know what you think about this. Let's go down to the beat and look at something different. And again, $1 million used to be something. $1 million used to be the number that, wow, John bought a $1 million house. Have you seen it? It's amazing. This is average, guys. This is what Orange County gets you. But here's a neighborhood that's a third off because of the foreclosure. Share your thoughts. Now, I'm in Huntington Beach, California. I'm on Pacific Coast Highway, and I'm going to talk to you about a few things with real estate that's insane still, even down here. Now, again, Pacific Coast Highway, PCH, whatever you want to call it, is a beautiful spot. Now, here's the thing. People want to be near the water. The Pacific Ocean is on the other side of this apartment complex. The Huntington Pacific is the only complex that's basically on the sand. Now, this lot right here, okay, right on PCH, there are plans drawn for this for a coffee house. This lot's for sale for $5 million, $49999, and you know. But again, frontage. Okay, if you wanted to be on the water, be near the water, excuse me, and be on PCH with the noise of all these cars, the only thing good about this property is one day a year, 4th of July, they shut this street down for one day. And that's for the fireworks and for the festivities of 4th of July. My background, guys, one thing I want to tell people is I run one of the largest medical and startup conferences in California. I have helped people raise millions of dollars for startups, for medical innovation, for biotech companies. And as the conference space slowly comes back, I consult with companies and try to squeeze out, you know, more sales from their existing staff by not spending any more money. And you'd be surprised how many companies, there's a lot of waste that they have in their company, and they just don't take advantage of that. That's what I'm good at, for those of you that are new here. Real estate, whether you believe it or not, is going to have a huge hit. Mark Keisel, who's he? Well, he was a bond trader that in 2006 here in Southern California saw the writing on the wall, and this guy went out and sold his house and rented and looked like a genius because he sold at the absolute top of the market. Well, he's stepping forward. He runs now an investment company, Pacific Investment Management, here in Southern California, and he's saying now's the time to sell your property also. And he's selling his house right now, which he thinks is at the top of the market, and he's gonna go rent until things correct. Well, is this guy an idiot? I don't think so. I think he's a genius right now, personally. So he's gonna go out and he's going to rent a house for, I'm gonna show you guys something. You can see that's the ocean right there. Guys, see the cargo ships out there? Crazy. You know, the cargo ship problem that was resolved? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 that I can see right now. Nuts, guys, nuts. So everybody wants to live near the ocean. I'll show you guys something crazy, and that you're seeing downturns in economies. Vegas right now, they anticipate that Las Vegas is going to enter a recession right now and have an economic downturn. There's no water, guys, first of all, and there's going to be no new construction, so there's that. But Vegas is experiencing people not going there and spending the money that they have on years gone by. Now this weekend, you've got the NFL draft. My daughter's there for another conference. You know, it's busy right now. But come Tuesday, it'll be dead. And there won't be an NFL draft. There won't be anything else going on that's going to keep people there right now. So there's that. Everything else that points to a downturn in real estate are these overpriced homes that are starting to come down in price. You're starting to see price reductions like we haven't seen in the past. So condos like this one, there are 6 units available for here. And with these 6 units that are available, think about this, $700,000. You can live here and you're right near the beach. You got 1 bedroom, 1 bath, 821 square foot units. 821 square foot units for $800 grand. Now, are they more expensive other places? Yes. I think that's outrageous. The big unit is 2 bedrooms, 1,024 square feet, 200 square feet bigger, which is basically the room that they're adding, and that one is $850 for something like that. So is that crazy? I think it's freaking nuts myself, but People cannot get enough of these properties. They cannot get enough of living near the water. But guys, this is hell. This is a busy street. This is cars driving by you 24/7. And I wouldn't want that. I wouldn't want somebody walking in my backyard all the time. That's what a lot of people commented on last time, was how bad it was to see, you know, a $26 million house and have some idiot walk by with his phone, holding it over the fence, taking pictures of the backyard. Okay. Now, this right here, they bought the units, ripped them down. God knows what they're going to build. I'm sure I could find out. But you're going to see more and more properties like this that they're building 3 and 4 story units. Here at the beach, all these beach communities implemented something that they've had in Laguna Beach, started this, where you have to build a faux structure. And it's basically stick figures with string and flags showing people the height of the structure so that they can walk around and critique it. The problem with this is that people critique it. Your neighbors down the street that won't even be able to see your house, oh, I don't like the height of that, and could vote it down. This is basically 2 lots that they've graded for 1. So either someone's going to build a monster house out here, but again, this is the traffic that you get 24/7. And oh my God, you're on the beach. There's no privacy, and you've got that to look forward to. So share your thoughts on all this stuff, guys. I think that this is insanity that people are living this way. Now these condos are for sale, and look at this, they're advertising ocean view. They're talking about some of these units in the back that if you stood up on your tippy toes and turned your head, you'd have an ocean view. It's not an ocean view to me, guys. Now, you can sit there and say, wow, it's on this prime piece of property. This prime piece of property, guys, has all this traffic out in front of it all the time. But oh my gosh, you live near the beach, so you should be happy with it. I think it's nuts. Now, to keep the theme of real estate going, I have been written to by loan officers from around the country. Big banks, small banks, independents, a little bit of everybody. And they're all saying one thing, that they're incredibly slower than they've been in previous months and previous years. Now, loans in general are down about 17% from what they were year over year, okay? Some indications say that they're down 50%. That being said, what is picking up though, and is gaining speed, and you can read this below, is the adjustable mortgages. Adjustable rate mortgages right now are, they say firmly at 17% of all applications. That's the kiss of death. These loans are just under 5%, and people are getting these loans so that they can get into the home. And think about this, 6, 8 months ago, 3 months ago, these people could get 30-year fixed rate mortgages for less than this, than the adjustables are right now. And this will be the kiss of death for these people, because when they adjust, it's going to be sky frickin' high for them. There's that. So the other thing is business sales. Companies are selling like they haven't sold since 2019. You're seeing more businesses sell. Number one reason, people want to get out. They want to retire. They hate the business climate that they're in right now, and they want to firmly get the hell out of here. So with that, now's a great time to buy an existing business. And, you know, Biz Buy Sell, this one site, not a sponsor, just mentioned them, because they had a great report as far as where the sales are at, where they're going, where they're headed in the near future. Now, by the way, catch the noise. You guys catch the noise right now? It's crazy, okay? You got Mr. Bitch in here with his rocket car, okay? Everybody has to hear him. Right in front of a house that is for sale for $6.5 million. 1610 PCH. This is $6.5 million for this house. Okay? 4 bedrooms, 4 baths, $6.5 million. could have this noise. Now, this guy's got this lot, and next door has always got this lot, which I always thought, well, that would be sweet. If you had a party, you could have people in your backyard, but you got PCH. Is that worth $6.5 million to live here? I'm not gonna break into traffic right now. There's a lot of people out there that are gonna sit there and say, oh my gosh, that'd be so great to live on PCH. It would be fantastic, okay? But you'd have noise 24/7, and you could have people knocking your door. Okay, let's go see if they're home. I'm kidding, I'm not gonna do that. Anyways, $6.5 million, that could be yours. So, you've got the adjustable rate mortgages. They say that they're over 20%, but they're firmly above 17 right now, which has gone up 12% from where it was in March. So as we enter May, and we firmly know that the Fed is going to raise interest rates this week to a great new level, at least half a point. If they had any balls, they would do it to a point, and again and again to curb inflation. Now, depending on who you read, so I have 40 different sources I gain my stuff from, inflation is peaking. How can you say that? How can you say inflation is peaking? Talking about the real estate market being good, that red-headed guy is red car guy is a butthole. So, anyways, he wanted to make sure he was on the video, so he got what he wanted. That being said, guys, inflation is not peaking. You haven't seen anything yet as far as inflation. Wait till the summer months come. Wait till you can't get things. The scarcity of products, businesses that are going to shutter. It's going to be an absolute mess right now, to say the least. So, share your thoughts on all this stuff, guys. Again, buying a business right now, never been better. Never been a better time. A great guy that I found on TikTok was talking about how he bought a laundromat and makes about $8,500 a month running his laundromat. The laundromat was originally for sale for $110,000. He, through an 8-month negotiation, they couldn't verify the numbers because it's all cash and coins and shenanigans. And so because they didn't run the business properly as far as to sell it, and again, hey, we do $15 million in business. Prove it to me. Oh, you want us to prove it? Well, just look at the numbers we did last month. No, doesn't do anything. So this guy bought a laundromat that was originally for sale for $110,000 for $65,000. Great investment, making $8,000 a month. Since he's owned it, paid it off. He doesn't owe anybody money, paid cash for it, which is the incentive to get them to sell it to him was, here's $65,000, right now. But that's what you're looking at right now with this economy, is you're looking at people that want to get out. But that's the point, is where is commercial real estate going to be right now? Do you need to have a business? Well, if you have a laundromat, you need to have a business. If there are renters in the area, if there are people that are just, vacationing, or you're in a community like this, it'd be great to have a laundromat. High-end laundromat, there's one on 17th Street here that the guy does a fluff and full where they wash clothes. The guy's killing it right now. If we walked over, the place would be packed. So there's that. The other thing is the commercial real estate, we have not seen the downfall of that. Airbnb has just said that thousands, over 3,000 of their employees can work remotely right now. They don't need an office space. You don't need to come in the office, work from where you're at. You're just going to perform. You're going to have performance tasks. That's going to be the future. One more big office building, guys, down the drain that is not needed. Who's going to fill that spot? Now, here in Southern California, something that's fascinating is I showed you guys, I think this was in September, the Walmart that went out of business. There was a Walmart that went down in September in Irvine, California, and next to that, I believe it was Home Goods or one of those home stores that was overpriced, that nobody shopped at, and that's done. It just got announced yesterday. I hate the blowers. If I could write a movie, it'd be called Leaf Blower Killer. Story for another day. Anyways, Bass Pro Shops is moving to Irvine, California. Stories below. You're going to have one of the largest Bass Pro Shops off the 5 freeway in Southern California, right across from the Irvine Spectrum. It's going to open in early 2023. But for those of you that know Bass Pro Shops, if you are an outdoorsman, if you hunt, if you fish, if you do anything in regards to outdoor activities, Bass Pro Shop is the coolest place. The stores I've been to the one in Rancho Cucamonga, California, the one in Vegas I was just at in March. It's a fantasy land to walk through this place because they have everything. So that's moving to Southern California right now. So again, let me know what you guys think about all this stuff, because is that house worth $6.5 million? I don't think so. You know, I think it's crazy to spend that kind of money. Now you move inland, spend $2.5 million, and you're not on the beach. Okay? Is that worth it with this noise? Let me know, guys. Let me know. I'm going to finish this video with these last few stories. But again, one thing that I'm floored about with this downtown Huntington Beach area is the real estate that's closed. Absolutely amazing. You've got this beautiful vacation destination, and it is absolutely done. So let's wrap it up. When they interviewed small business owners right now, they said the biggest problem that they are facing right now is inflation. Inflation is the uncontrolled thing that they cannot handle right now, and it's the biggest problem that they have right now. And it's only going to get worse, guys. Don't kid yourself and think that this is going to get fixed anytime soon, because it is not. Now, one thing I found fascinating is I found this story where there was a man who just turned 100, and this man, Walter Orthman, lives in Brazil, and he has worked for the same company for 84 years. 84 years, by the way. There's another vacancy down here. 84 years this guy's been with the same company. Started there when he was 16. And Remueview, it's a textile company. He saw the name change 6 times while he was there. He saw 5 different currencies while he worked there. Think about that. The dollar changing in Brazil and different things that they use. Kind of fascinating. The final story is beer consumption. We all need a beer every now and then to get through the day. And Alabama and Alaska, great article on the map of the states and who drinks the most brew. And believe it or not, it's the 2 A states. It's Alabama and Alaska. So final thing is, this was the Forever 21. And across the street, they're going to be at Brightwater's, a new restaurant that's coming here someday, whenever. But the Forever 21, this was one of the Forever 21s that stayed open during the bankruptcy. And now it's a pop-up store for Jolynn, the women's bathing suit and clothing store. So 2 days, they opened this thing up. Kind of fascinating. But again, there's so much empty retail right now that the lights are on. They got to have the lights on to show the realtors. Why not pay them something and take over that space? Kind of ingenious. I went and spoke to the women inside there, and they said no problem to film, so it was very cool. I'll pop my head back in there before we get out of here. You have to give Jolynn credit for this, because they have taken over the old Forever 21 spot, one of their biggest spots. This place is absolutely huge. They took it over for their warehouse sale for 2 days, Saturday and Sunday only. Place has been packed. They've sold out a bunch of stuff. Pretty ingenious, guys. Please do not forget to hit the like button. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Share this with everybody. Don't forget that we have an email list. Sign up for the email. There's one going out this weekend. And also, we have a Patreon channel. If you want more access to me, you can sign up for Patreon and get advice in your business, advice in the economy, anything I can work on for you guys. Just let me know. Onward and upward. I will see you guys very soon.